Welcome back to A Care in Mind videos. As usual, a quick word. I raise awareness of mental health from a carer or caregiver perspective. Usually this YouTube channel is dedicated to carers, those caring for those suffering mental health illness. But there's always space for discussing mental health in general. This video is to help raise awareness of Mental Health Month, which takes place over in the States. Mental Health Month occurs during the month of May, and the theme for Mental Health Month is risky business. The leading organization that promotes Mental Health Month is Mental Health America. Mental Health America is America's leading community-based non-profit dedicated to addressing the needs of those living with mental illness and to promoting the overall mental health of all Americans. So about the theme risky business, why do we need to feel this is the theme for 2017? Now, there are many causes for people falling unwell due to mental health problems. Some due to stress, biological issues, environment, trauma, and many more that I could not have mentioned at this time. Other issues of mental illness unfortunately comes from risky behavior. But what can we do to prevent such problems? Mental Health Month wants to focus on the following risky behaviors that can lead to mental health problems. And these are the following: the risk of marijuana use, the risks of prescription drug misuse, the risks of exercise or lack of exercise, the risks of sex, the risks of compulsive buying, and the risks of internet addiction. Obviously there's many more risks that could be focused on, but these are some of the main types. So to have a greater understanding of risky behavior, let's actually have a closer look at one or two of these types of risks, and we'll start with the risk of exercise. What happens if someone does too much exercise or too little? So if you look at someone who engages in risky behavior in too much exercise, it can lead to the following symptoms, that being dehydration and fatigue, increased injuries, damage to limbs, cartilage, arthritis, fractured bones or osteoporosis, irregular periods and reproductive issues, heart problems, and I'm sure there's plenty more situations, problems occurring from extreme exercise. How about if someone does too little exercise? What are the issues that is coming from risky behavior, in the sense where someone pays no attention to exercise at all? And these would be perhaps colon cancer or breast cancer, obesity, a very common problem for those who do little to no exercise, diabetes, cognitive decline and depression, and even heart attack or stroke. So basically, what I'm trying to say is we obviously need to find a healthy balance regarding exercise, not either none to too little or too much exercise, which can be too extreme. Another example, I suppose, looking into risky behaviors, is we could actually have a look at internet addiction. What are the 5 types of internet addiction, or at least the 5 main types? And one could be cybersexual, looking at internet porn, overuse of that, net compulsions, hence online gambling, online shopping, stock trading, cyber relationships, where you feel that online dating is perhaps the alternative to even going out, or using social media as an alternative to being social, or other virtual communications where you get perhaps little to no exposure to people outside the internet. Others would be on overuse of online gaming and overuse of information seeking. Basically, you're surfing the web constantly. Now, to be honest, when it comes to internet addiction, if it's controlled, it's not a problem. But when it's risky behavior and it gets out of control, it's a problem. So again, if we are aware of risky behaviors, we can combat them, which is one of the main points of Mental Health Month. Now, you can find more from Mental Health America off their website, which is www.mentalhealthamerica.net. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I wish you a happy Mental Health Month. See you next time.